always think my girl's always the same. She's that good girl, bad girl, uptown, downtown. You know, one day she likes to look like a lady and then she'll put a boy's jacket over it. So I think it's always that contrast, that study in contrast, and it's my girl. She just wants to have fun. Coterie is just fantastic for our business because we have our own showroom. For a long time we were just showing in our showroom. And then like when we moved here and started participating in this, it just, you know, our numbers skyrocketed.
I'm just a handbag junkie by nature, and I wanted to create the perfect bag, but I wanted to make the bag perfect for everyone. So I kind of started sketching one day, and that's kind of how it was born.
I would say our aesthetic is bold, bright, modern.
Color was certainly something that was kind of our signature. They all have meaning. It's an incredibly personal brand.
I think in this space, this is obviously the biggest show. It's where you get the most exposure. So, I mean, we definitely wanted to come to Coterie.
We know that Coterie is the place where boutiques come to shop. And we wanted something across the board, across the nation, and we knew that that was going to happen here. So we came to the biggest.
This is Harrian, which basically means Harry and Christopher. The aesthetic for this kind of comes from my aesthetic, but it's more of a boxy, travel-inspired aesthetic. This is called the Bolt, all based on speed. For example, this is called the Gale Force, which is, you know, Gale Force winds. I wanted to show at Coterie because I've always respected the other designers and companies that have shown here. And it's really an honor to be here and get to show to these buyers and also learn from their feedback, because your assortment really is based on your customer. And the buyer is the one who's talking to the customer all the time, the people who are actually buying the bags. So that's also very helpful for future development. Being a handbag designer is a never-ending process.
Well, we're launching a new fabrication that we call Scuba. It has a neoprene kind of feel, and it's all washable, it's comfortable, and it just feels so amazing on the buyers. So we're doing 2 different colorways. I'm wearing the black and white. We're also doing it in the fall colorway for the sophisticated asphalt look. This is the jegging, which looks like a pant, and it has the fly front and 2 little pockets in the back, and it becomes a more sophisticated legging for the ladies, and it's more age appropriate. So that's what's been doing really well for Planet. You know what, as a designer, to see a positive reaction for the first time, and that's why Coterie is so important as a designer, because there's so much competition and you don't know, and you know, it takes 9 months to make the line, and when you see this kind of reaction, I could sleep tonight. Okay, because last night I was wondering.
AS98 is really for people who are sort of looking for something different and unique. A lot of really distressed leathers, everything's worked by hand, so it has that sort of lived-in kind of rock and roll, that kind of grungy, edgy feel. This is probably our core boot, purple tongue. This is kind of our staple. We do it every year. We add new colors every year. People love it. They keep coming back to it and buying multiple colors. And then this one, the backpacks have been huge. It's just a really fun way to do something. You know, everyone needs a backpack, and this is a great way to do it in that really lush, kind of nice leather. Not your canvas or your nylon, like something really sort of elevated. I like being with all the clothes and the fashion, so as other shows are just shoes, this has everything. So it's really great to see how people are buying for their store, you know, buying everything, buying the clothes, buying the accessories. It's fun, you know, there's a lot of energy, and we're New Yorkers, so it's close to home, which is always a plus.
The aesthetic of Jocelyn is fun and funky and new and happy and exciting. So this year we launched faux fur, and the faux fur is so good that everybody thinks it's real, and everyone in the booth is getting confused because they don't know like what's real and what's faux. I think people are looking for things that are a little bit different, and more like trend setting than something more basic. And they always come to Jocelyn for that. So usually the first initial reaction to the brand is, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with your brand. It's like very emotional. It's not really like middle of the road, and it's not meant to be middle of the road. It's meant to be really like make people happy.
So our aesthetic has always been, we were the innovator of kind of, I guess you would call it sexy. And that got old for us over the course of time. We've kind of evolved out of that very overt sexy and trying to be more understated and much more beautiful. But it's for a woman who wants something new and fresh and contemporary. What looks great, I mean, I would say our more constructed pieces, our pants, our jackets, our blazers are all beautifully tailored. They also fit incredibly well, and they hit a price point that nobody else really hits in our space.
Stick and ball as a word means to go out and casually play polo or to practice with friends. And the brand's take on, the influence is this casual luxury feel. It has a West Coast inspiration as well as a lot of inspiration from Latin America, particularly Argentina. This is our Starburst design. This comes from an Inca star out of Peru. And all of our ponchos are 100% baby alpaca and woven by hand. So they take about 2 weeks to make by hand. They're heirloom quality and just super beautiful on a guy or on a girl. So it's a really fun and chic piece. Being a brand that started in the equestrian community, you have to have socks. And these are our signature horsehead socks. We have them for kids, for women, and for men as well. We had them for just women and kids in the beginning, but all the guys wanted them too. So I want them. Yeah.
Everything I do in this collection is because I feel there's a need in the market, and that's how I started. The tops, I needed a sexy top. Then we added different categories. And denim, I love denim. I wear denim all the time. But this time I was looking for something a little bit different. I wanted something a little dressy, something that could take me from day to night, something that looked appropriate that I could also wear to work. And also I have a denim that's lower waisted, which you really don't see in the marketplace. I love it. I don't know if it's for everyone. Hopefully it is, but it's a very flattering look. When I started Coterie, I had a small little 10 by 10 booth. I had no idea what I was doing. I just took whatever they gave me. I'm like, great. And what's fun now is that we've expanded our collection. We have a larger booth. We have a bunch of people from all over the country, actually, and international come see us. And it's great to get the feedback. One, from the stores who already own it. They tell us what their customers like and what they don't like, which is always good to hear. And then we take that information and we put it into our design and we create new things for the customer. And then when all the new stores come, that's exciting too.
The aesthetic of the brand is elegant, feminine, more for like a working woman, but with confidence. The main color of the collection is black and white, so it's like the black and white pictures. And then we have the accent color, which is green. The inspiration is come from qipao, the Chinese traditional costume, but she adds some Western kind of touch on it, so that's her favorite. The collection name is Salute to Fashion. So it's all about the good old days of fashion when people are still willing to wait and wait for the new collection, like wait for 6 months, a year for clothes. Methodology is a full range women's wear brand. So we have women's wear, accessories, bags, and footwear. So the whole brand is about multifunctional. This is our favorite pieces. It's a new collection. It has a bow webbing outside, so it's very 3D, I would say. And then it comes with a detachable rope, so it can be like hold like this, and then it can be a shoulder bag as well. Many of our buyers that we met here actually is I think it's our 6th or 7th time here. So I think it's a really good show for us because there's a lot of serious buyer. That's very important. That might not be like a lot of crowd, like a lot of people, like you can't walk around, but they are all serious buyers, which is very, very good, I think, yeah.
House of E is a Hong Kong local design brand. This year we give some design patterns, like you can see our V shape and the colors like red and some shiny blue, something like that. And this is a jacket. It's very easy to wear and like very easy for mix and match. This is our another one pattern on it, and mostly we will design on the top and the bottom parts and also as well the dress parts. And as you can see, this is also the jacket on it. Yeah. Our customers are in New York, and like they will like our items and buy or in their like select shop, something like that. So, and this is a very good, nice place in New York. So we like to come here and to like share our products to all of you.
Polo George's, we've been in business over 50 years. We manufacture here in New York, but this collection is a little bit more sporty, a little bit more accessible and affordable. This is probably our 10th season here, and this year we're really focusing a lot on shearlings. This is one of our favorite looks that Asia is wearing. It's a rabbit jacket just mixed with knit and given a sporty touch with this great oversized zipper. Coterie is so important for us because we meet all our buyers here. We reconnect with stores that we work with every season and get to showcase our product in a great location.
This season we're focused on some rounded shapes and some trapunto trimming on our bags, and some mixed media with our leathers. Luana is a heritage brand. It was started in the 60s. It began outside of Florence, and we bought the brand about 5 years ago, and we launched it in a big way in the States. This is our new fall collection, and the new shape, as I mentioned earlier, is this moon shape. We're calling this the Tia. We did it in two sizes, the larger size and then the mini. We're also doing some fun, kind of more whimsical items with the leaves. This is in our smooth leather. Everything we do is 100% leather, just really beautiful, kind of chunky hardware. So expensive, but it won't break the bank. Times Arrow is a very unique brand, and it was originated in this country about 5 years ago. And it was all about fluid, functional, timeless styles. The bags were designed from the inside out, which means you've got lots of inner compartments. It's everything that a woman wants in a handbag. That's unique, that's stylish, but yet it really functions for you. This bag we love. It's a color block, it's really fun, it's gotten a lot of play. It's our ad this season. So that's really unique. We also have a new signature crossbody, and this is in the caviar leather. Everything is just very rich and supple leather, really functional. Everything has a crossbody, feet on the bottom, and our price points are really good. It's contemporary, and everything is designed to just be that perfect shape. The perfect satchel, the perfect crossbody. The bags just have a lot of attitude. They're very special.
The aesthetic at Cafe Baker is to take classic silhouettes and kind of make them a little bit more funky and then add really unique textiles in, but we still keep it classic and timeless, and we want it to be a piece that you wear today and you're going to wear 5 years from now. We're taking kind of a tailored look, and we're just making it a little bit more oversized. It's not a full oversized, but it's also not a fitted look. It's important for us at Cabinet Baker to show at Coterie because we're a small emerging brand. We're actually out of Nashville, Tennessee, and we specialize in making sure that the woman who is spending money and wants to look good in clothes is one of the few people in the garments. So this is our first show, and we have exceeded what my goal was within the first day, and we've doubled it today, and it's just been really good. Everyone has been really supportive and, loved everything, and it's been, I don't know, it's been great. Like, I like it here a lot.